Well, it's a rainy day in Caelid, and your favorite wretch, Reaper, is hanging out in the rain. We are looking at this rather enormous dragon in the backdrop. I don't know if you guys can tell, but that is the spiny back of a dragon. Now, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I don't want you to watch this video. You're going to think that's weird. Here's why I don't want you to watch it. If you watch this video, I'm going to show you how to make about 50,000 runes and never get hit once. 50,000 runes will be very helpful for your guy, but I will tell you that you will probably be tempted to abuse this particular opportunity in the game. It's not a glitch. It's not a trick. It's a legitimate creature, and if you're in the right place, he's not going to hit you. His defense is a function of the smaller, younger dragons up around near his head. Alright. This is your last opportunity, man. Do not watch this video if you plan to abuse this just to build runes. So here's the thing. I'm going to show you how to abuse it. Here's why. This is a tough game, and from time to time, you're going to be stuck wanting to fight the next boss, and you need one more level. Or maybe two more levels, and so you're grinding anyways on trolls, or you're grinding on, weaker creatures, and it's just going to take you forever. You're going to get those runes one way or the other. I'm going to show you how. Alright, by the way, I've used this to help me when I'm in a pinch. It's been a pretty great opportunity. Now, I use it on another character. This is my first time using it here with Reaper. Okay, step number one. There's a bazillion hit points on this dragon. If you go in there and you start hacking away, you're going to lose your index finger from hitting the daggum L or R1 button before it's dead. Your controller's probably going to break before it's dead. Okay? So you need to understand that the dragon here is weak to blood loss. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to our Grace. We're going to go to Ashes of War. We're going to pick any weapon, maybe a dagger. In this case, the Misericord is what I'm choosing. We're going to go down. We're going to pick some sort of causes blood loss, and we're going to make sure we are using it on blood. Okay? I've already set it up, but I'm showing you how. If you pick Holy, or if you pick Frost, or Fire, or some other magic, you're going to be there all day. You need blood loss. This is the way. Okay? The next thing you're going to do, and that's step one, you need to make sure you do pretty much by the numbers or you're going to blow this whole thing. Go to equipment, ready the blood loss weapon. By the way, I also have Reduvia, which does good blood loss typically. However, I'm not spec'd for arcane, so I can't even use it. I guess I could use it two-handed. But anyways, the bottom line is that you'll run out of arrows if you decide to use archery or crossbow or bow. It doesn't matter. You need a blade. A blade will work. Some sort of handheld weapon. All right. It is in my hand. You can see it right there. I don't need this bow. I'm going to put it away. The next thing we're going to do is remember that you got to get back to this site of grace to reset everything. If you do that in a timely manner, the dragon doesn't go away, even when you get his runes. Alright. Get on the horse. You're going to zoom on over. Don't go towards the head or the other dragons will attack you. Stay here near the bottom, get close up, and start swinging. Now, my dagger doesn't do a whole lot of damage unless I'm really facing him properly. So there we go. I'm making good hits. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see how long this is going to take? I gotta let my stamina build back up, and then it just procced right there. See that 13,000 damage? Blood loss got him. By the way, you hear that screaming in the background? That's him calling his buddies. Alright. Keep in mind that it's going to take a lot of hits. If you find yourself missing, get a better angle. Here's another 13,000. See it over on the right? Alright, you run out of stamina, let it build back up. Now you're watching carefully so you don't blow this. If you blow it, you kill the dragon. You get 4 dragon hearts, I believe, maybe 5. And the bottom line is you never get to do this again until you get a new character. So, we're going to do this the proper way. We're going to get him close. And then we're going to be thinking about getting back to that grace. Alright, there's another 13,000. That's blood loss has taken effect. It has procced. Alright, are you guys watching? Alright, I'm close to halfway through, right? Let's get that stamina all the way back up. I want you guys to be thinking about his health bar and your stamina bar the whole time while you're pushing the R1 button. Oh look, 13,000. Just procced again. Because blood loss does a percentage damage, percentage of health. Even if he's got no health left, it does a percentage of whatever his original health was. So you're going to see this 13,000 kind of drop every time. By the way, I do not have any additional improvements on this particular weapon. I am not spec'd particularly for this weapon. I'm basically just using a plain old dagger, just happens to have blood loss on it. You could use claws or a sword. There's another 13,000. We're getting close. You should be thinking right now, do I really want to do this and continue to do this, cycle through this, and essentially abuse this particular option, or do I want to kill him one time, which is legit, get the runes, about 50,000 runes or so, and then get the hearts and use the hearts to get some cool dragon incantations? You should be thinking about that, because again, once you get on the dark path, I'm telling you, it's like the Sith. This is the dark path. You're going to be like, I'm going to sit here all day and just grind runes. Anyways, if you keep watching, this is how we're going to do it. Now, if you decide not to hit the grace, you get the kill. If you touch the grace before he is completely dead, you guys will get to redo this over and over. Watch his life. Here he goes. You watch him shudder too. Watch him shudder. Oh, there's 13,000. A little bit of health is going to be gone in about 20 hits. 1, 2, that's 6 hits. 7, 8, 9 hits. So let it recharge. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, getting close. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. There he is, he's dead. Run quickly. Jump off. Hit the grace. If you don't hit the grace in time, you blew it. You can't get a redo. Now, I'm going to show you guys. First of all, I did not get the hearts because he technically didn't die. I basically reset time according to the game. When you hit the grace, you reset time. Okay? So, when you look at I go to level up, I now have 70,000. I did not have that before. I can now level up. Does that make sense? All right. Here is the thing that I want you guys to remember. Somebody's going to get greedy, and they're going to try to ready 2 daggers or 2 swords so they can go faster. It doesn't matter how fast you try to go. The thing you want to remember is you need to be on the stinking horse while you're doing it so you can quickly get back to the grace. If you fumble around with your horse, you have just enough time to sprint from the dragon to the grace, jump off, touch the grace before he's completely dead, and you are basically resetting time. If you miss the window, this option goes away. Alright, guys, I'm not going to need to show you that again, but what I am going to do is kind of walk you back through it one more time. Go to your equipment, find a weapon. Let's say I decide to use this sword. Pick the sword, go to your, go to your grace, go down to Ashes of War, pick the weapon you want, pick something that gives you blood loss. Alright? Don't mess around and pick something else like occult or poison. It's not the same. It has to be blood loss. When you click that, get up, ready that weapon. See, I got the curved sword now. Get on the horse. Pretty safe. Just zoom over here. I start on this side of the tree, and I start angling this way until I get a good spot. I swing away for about 4, maybe 5 times that the blood loss will proc. That means it's going to be about 25 hits times roughly 4 or 5 series. You're looking at 100, 120, 125 swings. Don't be in a rush. Think about staying on your horse. Think about getting back to the grace before you run out of time. If you do it right, you get the 50 grand, but you don't get the hearts. If you do it wrong, you get the 50 grand and the hearts, but you don't get to redo it. Guys, again, I hope you don't abuse this particular option, because you're going to find yourself level 150 without the proper gear, without the proper training to really enjoy the game. You're going to miss a lot of stuff. You're going to kind of walk through some of the hardest bosses, which is what this game is about. Be careful about abusing this rune farming option. But if you like it, if this helps you, because I'll be honest, you might need that one extra level to beat, Margit in the beginning, or you might need this one extra level to beat Godric or Radon or whomever. You're going to grind one way or the other. If you're fighting deer and lambs and, those squirrel-looking rodents that run around Limgrave, you're going to grind sooner or later. So this is an option. But again, try not to abuse this. If you abuse it, well, you're going to find that you wasted your money, 60 to 80 bucks on a game that you just are walking through, and it's not going to give you the challenge that you wanted. All right. If this has been helpful and you enjoyed my spoiler warning, leave me a comment. Your comments are important. Talk about other things that you do to help get you to the next boss. That's important. Strategy, tactics. In some cases, some rune farming or some equipment farming. I've done a lot of equipment farming, trying to get the right gear. I'm wearing Radon's armor. Only one way to get it. You kill Radon, turn in his, you go to the gal up at Round Table, and then you got to buy it for some 20, 30 grand. But the bottom line is, I don't want you guys to be like, oh, this is such a cheat way. It's not a cheat way. You're going to grind one way or the other, just trying to abuse it. Use it as needed. Lastly, man, if you haven't subscribed, you got to admit, this is a good reason to subscribe. I try to give you a good option to level up, but I also give you some pointers and some advice on not abusing it. Otherwise, you're just going to be sorry later. Okay, my name's Curtis Robinson. This is Reaper. He is my wretch. I started him at level 1. He's doing well, and I'm careful not to make him level 100 and something by just abusing these kinds of things. Hit the little bell for notifications, and be sure to subscribe. Peace.